Greetings to you. folks. All right. Get the chat open. Got water on. Making coffee. Oh, a little slow this morning. I slept a little late this morning. I woke up at 4:30. It's about 4:50 right now, so I'm about 20 minutes in. I'm not officially like awake yet. Start off the morning doing some coffee while I get the water going. I can't even talk it. Start off the morning doing some production here with crafting while I got the water going for coffee. And then we're going to go back to Eregion and continue questing. Alright. Triggered that one for forestry. Which is good, because now I can start getting the other stuff as I get deeper into Eregion. I don't really care about mastering the tiers so much as just being able to get all the stuff from my other crafters. Getting closer to finishing The Hobbit. They opened the secret door last night. That was where I finished. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I haven't read it in so many years because he's still got to go into the mountain, have his talk with Smaug. They still got to deal with the Battle of the Five Armies, so there's still quite a bit left that's got to happen. And then I'm getting into Lord of the Rings, which also I haven't read in 20 years, and I have the Silmarillion, so it's going to be a busy reading summer with those books. Are you a mosquito? You are a mosquito. You're a dead mosquito now, I think. I think Christina's up too. Let me go check. Well, one second here. Let's get the next tier going. Because I got to do my prospecting too. Alright, water is going. Hmm. At least I'm gonna get through these 2 tiers this morning. I can go back to questing and harvesting this morning. In the meantime, let's check some more YouTube stuff here. I gotta answer some comments. Gonna be a busy week here on YouTube. Today I've got Monday Musings coming out in about an hour. And then at 11 a.m. today, we've got the most recent episode of Angry Bearded White Dude Rants. And we're talking about the desecration of the Wheel of Time. Tomorrow we got a show coming out on Jericho. Episode on the show Jericho. And another rant video about the stupid Wheel of Time prequel movie. Quartz Chaos review, the 5th book of Chronicles of Amber. Talk about the lost scripts for the BBC radio drama of The Lord of the Rings from the 1950s. Another tabletop tips video and a Babylon 5 versus Deep Space Nine video. All coming later today. Alright, I'm gonna go check coffee here. I'm gonna have to adjust the angle of my camera because I'm getting cropped off in my head. I suppose I could adjust the zoom too, but I had to pull the zoom in because sizing. Somebody's dog is barking. It's a Chihuahua. Sorry, Sparrow. Morning, Will. Alright. I think we're officially done doing all the crafting we can do here, because we're just doing refinement to get me to the next tier, which I've got both of now. Um, let's get these sent off to the relevant crafters, and then we're back to a Region. Who gets what here? We've got stuff we gotta sort. That's Telemar. That is my jeweler. I have another quest here? Oh, alright. Hides go to Runfail. Ooh, hello. Experience buff. That goes to my jeweler. That goes to my jeweler. This goes to my tailor. That goes to my tailor. Metalsmith. Metalsmith. I should probably send these to my... I don't know who to give these to be honest with you. Let's just send them to my metalsmith. Oh, we've got hides to send to him. Oh, we're just going to do this one at a time. No, we'll do Thaler first. You get all of these. Alright, and Fingerus, you get all of these. Okay, let's sort out the rest of this wood. Lebethron goes there. Sturdy hides there. Get rid of the chives. Sticky resin goes over here. That goes over here. That goes over here. Probably throw some of this stuff away. Oh, that can go to Fingerus. That can go to Fingerus. That can go to Fingerus. Alright. This all goes to Renfail. And this all goes to Telemar. And there's the moth. She knew it was going to come eventually because I got all the windows and doors open. And I got the only light in the house on. Server lag. Alright, now let's send these to my weaponsmith. Alright, I think we've actually sorted out all of this stuff. We can get back to questing. Who's sending me messages? Oh, it's my brother sending me stuff on TikTok. I think we had a quest to turn in Gwingris, it looks like. Sure.
Megovanen.
I may need to go get some of those animal cookies that Chris bought. Oh, I forgot to send off all my scholar stuff to Valeris. I'll do that while I'm here in town. Surely there's mailbox near here. Indeed. It's Villaris. One of these days I'll remember how to pronounce that correctly.
Hail, friend, and well met. Swilad Melon.
Oh, he has a
Will you stay a
follow-up.
moment?
Ooh. Defender. That's kind of a cool looking sword, not gonna lie. That's more of an elf sword, but still. Along the road to Rivendell. We'll totally do this quest. I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue. I've now emptied my bags. Now we are continuing onwards, but we're also going to be harvesting as we go along. Oh, sure, it's okay to cock and crow at 5 in the morning, but he starts at 3 every day. I have no idea why he starts at 3 in the morning. He's a R-word rooster. We can't say the R word anymore, can we? He's mentally challenged. That's what he is. Oops, I need to mount up. Looking for the satchels and crates, which are over in a different part of the countryside. Yeah, you like to attack me, I know. Well, if something confuses them, it might be because, like, for example, everybody leaves their, like, all of our neighbors have chickens, right? Small animals. And they leave the lights on outside, the porch lights and everything. So it could be that that's what's tricking them, because I'm going to have to take care of this bird. If they're getting confused over the porch lights, that could be what's doing it. But there's no traffic here from, like, probably 9, 10 o'clock until 7 or so in the morning. There's really no traffic, so if it's anything, it's got to be the lights. Chickens being mentally challenged as they are. The only thing I know how to do with a chicken is eat it. I mean, my mom had lots of chickens, still has lots of chickens, growing up on the farm, but yeah, I haven't dealt with chickens in a very long time. We are going to be getting some soon. I say soon, sometime this year. But I ain't getting no damn rooster, I'll tell you that much, because I'm not interested in raising chickens. I just need chickens for eggs. So, way too much noise when you have roosters. Did I get all those? I totally got all those. Are we close to anything? Nope. Time to ride back. And as much as I want a goat, the issue is that we don't have any food for them to forage at the moment, so I would end up feeding them. Feeding it, which is just another expense unless we're getting milk and cheese out of it. So all of these things happen later. I still haven't gotten an electrician to come rewire my house yet. The guy who came on Wednesday and gave us a quote never called us back, and then he said he was going to show. He said he was going to show up on Sunday, and no call, no show yesterday, and didn't answer any text messages or phone calls. So I think we've pretty much given that electrician the double fingers. And Chris is calling somebody else today, which is frustrating because, you know, it's a project, but do you want money or do you not want money? That's what I always ask people. I never understood, even when I ran my construction company, I don't think I ever turned down work. What I would do is if I didn't want to do a project or I didn't have time to do a project, is I would quote an obnoxious price. A price that was obnoxious enough that if they were willing to pay it, I would be willing to do it. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, the person's not going to pay that price because it's way too high. However, you will eventually get somebody who's like, oh, I really need it done. I'll pay it, you know. And or for those people, you're like, all right, fair enough. If you're willing to pay the obnoxious price, then I'm willing to take your obnoxious project. Money talks, baby. Everybody's got a price. But we were not given obnoxious prices. It's just no call, no show. I don't understand that. Of course, no contracts either. It was just all, yeah, I totally could do that project. It costs this much. Could be there on Sunday and start. All right.
Swilad Melon.
All right. There's no follow-up to that, so let's go back to Ekid. Looks like we're going to Ekidunnan now.
Negovanen.
Which actually, if we're going to Ekidunnan, I have to start working on my epic weapon quests. Did I not swift travel? Okay, I did. I don't want to bind here yet. Excuse me, because I can't actually do anything here. Or I don't want to do anything until after I've done the, Alright.
What can I do for
Finish
you?
this quest. Finish this quest.
Megawannen.
Where's the other person I need to talk to? It ain't here.
How can I be of service? Stay a moment.
Alright, so I got my ding. Let's go do our epic weapon quest this morning, everybody.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
This is Moria content, but I want to get this done. Start earning weapon XP.
Khazad-dûm has long been lost to us, but we will reclaim it!
We will reclaim it!
The spies of our enemies are everywhere.
By the way, I should probably read these a little bit more. I've already done these a million times, though, so I haven't worried about reading them on stream.
Thank you for this, my friend. The dwarves will prevail.
Thank you for this, my friend. My friend. Took's report. Do I have any perks? I should have a perk. At least one. Make sure I don't have any other ones to use. Plus 5 hope. Well, those are all kind of fairly standard.
Thank you for this report, and welcome to Holin. The Holin gate is blocked with rubble, and my dwarves work to clear it.
Well, good for your dwarves. Go deliver some lunch boxes. Hungry, hungry dwarves.
4 of my best dwarves have gone missing.
May Durin return soon to his halls. These halls will be great once more.
He sounded like a German dwarf. These halls will be great once more.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Come on, coffee. Start working.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom. Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
That just got me thinking, Will. What is the word for a chicken expert? Is there a word or a name for a chicken expert? Food for thought.
May Durin return soon to his halls. The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
Okay, return these to Bosie. You know, out of curiosity, what would this be under? Buffs? Nah, it's not gonna be that. Character upgrades. Alright, hold that thought, because I can't remember which one of these it is, because I was gonna check. It's not gonna be content. We're getting all the content soon anyway. It's not slots, it's storage. There's a mount boosts, and I want to know how many points it costs, because we're getting all that free content in April. Man, those level boosts are expensive. Jeez. Tomes. See, but that's just movement buffs. Well, let's just do this. Mount emotes. Aha! Well, no, that's just... Those are account-wide. I'm gonna have to go Google this, probably. Oh, hang on. That's a good question. I might not want to spend money right now, because I'm gonna have to get a goat for Moria. And I do not want one of the stupid 62% ones. I'm gonna want the fleet-footed goat. And it's 2,500 for the account-wide one. I'm totally gonna want to get that. Matching goat pet, housing, cosmetics, and emote and fireworks. Ooh. Oh, I'm not going in yet, Steven. Good morning, by the way. I was trying to find out. Well, I know I'm going to want to buy that eventually.
We have gone through so many pickaxes already. We will need both branches and stones to repair these pickaxes.
Gonna have to fight. Alright, let's go help this little dwarf kid.
Imagine the adventure that awaits us within Khazad Doom.
There's not going to be any adventure for those of you who are too lazy to do your jobs.
As always, you have been a great help to the dwarves.
Oh, I forgot to turn into the stupid little kid. Stupid little kid dwarf. What's up, Brian? Good morning.
These stones are just what I need, and I thank you for them.
I've aided Bore with his task.
Very good. We will start repairing the pickaxes right away.
I think I definitely want that necklace.
Bordy is a good boy and will grow into a fine dwarf.
I'm gonna lose a little bit of hit points, but I should gain quite a bit of other stats. Well, if Chris has not gotten up to get coffee, I'm gonna go have another cup here in a moment. And woe be to her for not having drank any coffee, because I might not leave any for her. I'll be a dead man if I do that. I'll have to leave something for her.
What do you
Cousin
want?
Rowan.
Very busy with my work.
Very busy with my
Some
work.
madness has taken the worst of this place.
Help Bruin with the task. So I gotta go help another one of the young dwarves. What's up, Ulrich? Oh, I play every year. Have you read the producer's letter yet for March 2022, Ulrich? There's some massive changes happening on in next month. Unlocking free to play all the way to Helm's Deep, and then VIPs get all content all the way up to
The glorious tale of
Gundabad.
Broly the Mighty.
You don't have
That's
to
what they will call it.
don't have to buy expansions anymore. You get it all with your VIP subscription, just like ESO. Alright. We're going to be going down into here. Oh, I think we might just have server lag. There we go. That was definitely server lag. Look at that. Yay for server lag. Here, let me drop a link in chat. 2 links for you, actually. We've got... Gotta find them real quick. We got this one, which is from yesterday. Yeah, I gotta bring bird on me. Hey everyone, Tim Anderson here, aka Renfell. Alright, there's that. This is the producer's letter one you'll want to watch. I put that out yesterday covering the... and then you'll also want to watch... I gotta find it real quick. Rings Online, which is my... Where's my LOTRO playlist? And then this one talks about... So watch both of those if you've got a few minutes. You don't have to watch them all the way through. There's links in each one of those videos that has the description. It has links to the articles. But the first and foremost is the producer's letter from the 19th, which is a couple days ago, talking about all of the changes coming in April. So High Elves are going to be free. Wardens, Rune Keepers, and Bjornings are going to be free. They're unlocking everything up to Helm's Deep for free for the free-to-play people. They got rid of the gold cap, everything else. VIP subscriptions now get 100% of the game up to the most recent expansion, so you don't have to actually buy expansion packs anymore. You just pay for a VIP sub, and you get everything from Helm's Deep beyond up to the most current. And then the other video is about... It's kind of tongue-in-cheek about how LOTRO is going to be the biggest game of 2022, even though it's a 15-year-old MMO, because of the Rings of Power and other stuff. But it goes into the investor report from EG7, and it talks about all the changes that are coming down the pipeline for that. Alright, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Oh, if you're a lifetime subscriber, Ulrich, you're set. You're gonna have, if you haven't played in 8 years, you're gonna have a probably, I don't know, like 20,000, 30,000 LOTRO points saved up, which is amazing. How's the community? That's going to depend entirely on the server you play on, Ulrich. They moved all of the servers over to the United States. We're on Laurelin, which is the European server, or used to be the European server. It still is, but it's based in the US now. Trying to think here. Honestly, though, community-wise, the legendary servers are the newer ones, which require a subscription. They probably have the most, congregated communities, but I don't even know what expansion they're on now. Probably Isengard or something by this point. Otherwise, you can look at recommended servers, but like Laurelin, we're on the Laurelin server. Oh yeah, there's around 50,000 paying subscribers and over 200,000 free to play. Well, over 200,000 total players in LOTRO. So yeah, it's still a very good game. But all of the servers are pretty good, but the population is going to depend on where you live, what time you play, all that good stuff. Because different servers have different peak times, and you might have to go to the official LOTRO forums or Reddit to find that information out and ask from the community, because I have no idea. Good morning, Sparrow and Maddie. What's up? The other option, if you're not worried about pickup groups, is just find a server that has a guild that plays in your time slots and join that guild. That way you always have groups. But everything is solo these days. Like, you don't need a group for anything outside of raids. And the only raids that exist these days are at the cap. And, so if you want a raid, then that content is there. I need to drop this into, hold up. Am I getting attacked? I'm totally getting attacked. I was going to drop this link for Maduros. Into Discord. Captain Darden. Where is he from? Evandim. Anuminous. Elrond. So maybe talking to Elrond. Some dungeons need groups, Sparrows. Instances need groups. And those instance dungeons. The book quest dungeons, they give you a buff so that you can do those on your own. You don't need a group to do those. All right, see you later, Steven. Yeah, Laurelin and Lindorval are both RP, as Sparrow says in chat. I think the way they do it, though, is like Laurelin is the official RP server, but it's like the old European RP server, and Landroval is the US-based unofficial RP server. Crazed Shadow Woog. Burned Wolf Corpse. Here, woofy woofies. Yeah, that's one of the normal instances. So that's a good distinguishing point is between the instances, skirmish instances, regular instances, and then the book dungeons. Because the book dungeons you could do on your own, but you still need a group for the normal content. They've upgraded the yes. Over the years, they have upgraded several things like the character models, landscapes, so to speak, here and there with DirectX 10, 11, and 12. Supposedly, there's a big graphical update coming. We don't know exactly when. It was supposed to happen in 2022, but we haven't heard when that's actually going to take place this year. Because when EG7 bought Daybreak and Standing Stone Games, that was the first thing that they said they were doing to LOTRO was updating the graphics. But they haven't actually done a major overhaul yet. But they have updated character models and small little things over the years. And I am not on max settings as I'm streaming. I'm on high settings, but not max. I turn things down when I'm streaming because OBS takes a chunk. I'm on a 1080. A 1080 can run this game at ultra max settings, and it looks absolutely breathtaking. It looks very good. The settings that I'm on right now are like, you lose, if you look out in the distance, we definitely see some smoothing of textures and stuff. I'm on what I would say like, oh, it just faded a little bit there as I turned the camera.
Is it in me to do great
I'm on like
deeds
high,
as you do?
medium high. Like a medium version of the high settings, but not ultra when I'm streaming.
Oh, someone or something has put the fear of fire in these wolves.
I definitely want that cloak. Not because of its looks, but it is a nice... Ooh, that ring is really nice though too. I should take the cloak though. I haven't had a cloak in a while.
It is time, friend. Casa Doom awaits.
Cross server play in WoW. Yeah, if you're an outfit hoarder, it can be a pain to start. My brother and I have talked about maybe doing WoW later this year,
I have need
since
of
they
your
have
great
cross server
skill.
now.
Long have Durin's folk desired to look upon the halls of Moria once again, to reclaim their birthright from the goblins and orcs who now dwell there. Has that time now come? Not even I can foresee their fate.
Honestly, Ulrich, I would say that you aren't... It's not going to hurt you to start over. Your characters, the raid gear is not going to matter at all anymore. It's just going to be... If it was 8 years ago when you played, that gear doesn't mean squat. Cosmetically, it might look really cool. So it'll be, you know, worthwhile to have those characters because they're going to have gear that no one else has, cosmetic-wise. But there's no, I'm constantly starting new alts, which is why after I've been playing this game since launch, I've never gotten beyond Rohan because I've always got new people who want to come play, And so I'm like, oh, well, I'll start an alt and, you know, play with you because I want to get more people into the game. So I'm always happy to play alts. Well, if you are on the Laurelin server, Ulrich, and you end up needing a guild, just let us know. I don't know if you're on European or US time. If you're European time, we typically do a European group on Saturday and Sunday. What is for us in the US morning, but what is for UK people afternoon into the evening. But our prime times are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturday nights, US time, Central time. But we do have some European folk, like Martok's here from time to time. He's from the UK. Shadowy shapes at the crest of the hill. Hey, you come over here. Alright, bring these pickaxes to war. At the Holland Gate. Yeah, we do. Maddie, we're gonna get you back in the Lotro. Um, yeah, on the weekends we do because I play Maduros and I. Maduros is on right now. He plays in the morning. I'm gonna have to kill that mosquito. Maduros and I play with Martok every Saturday and Sunday. And Martok's from the UK. And then Martok plays throughout the week. Um, and I'm sure he would love it if there were other people playing in his time slot. Um, but we do play with him on Saturdays and Sundays. And occasionally, I know Sparrow and Bounty Code have done some groups on the Saturdays and Sundays as well. And Chris, once we get the new office completely set up, Chris will be joining me again. But she hasn't played in about a month because she's dealing with helping get moved in. I'll be right back real quick. I'm hearing some noises outside. I gotta see what's going on. the noise was apparently Chris getting up and getting coffee. I thought it was like, might have been a cat, because we have our cat that's coming around. I thought she might be rummaging around the trash, ready to be fed. Um, but it was just Chris. Different type of cat rummaging around the kitchen looking to be fed. Well, we'll be here if you do, Ulrich. And yeah, that's a pain with any MMORPG when you come back after not having played for a long time, Maddie. Yeah, the stray cat that I'm already calling our cat after only 2 days, Sparrow. I'm bad. I have a very bad weak spot for cats. Like it's not even funny. Like when I was in Cancun, there was a cat that used to come by, once a week, sometimes twice a week, and my neighbor and I, he was a Canadian guy, and he and I would basically just be hanging out, smoking weed, drinking beer, and working out on our balconies. And this cat would come by every couple days would come by for like 3 or 4 years. And it was just a stray, and he was cool and everything. And then one day, I came home and he was laying on the front step and was near death. And I hadn't seen it in a couple weeks, and it was a lost cause. But I spent like $500 trying to save the cat. Um, Took him to the vet and everything else, and basically it hit just a street cat. It was so riddled with parasites and bugs that it was too far gone to do anything. But I still spent like $500 trying to save this animal that wasn't even mine. It was just a street cat. So it's a very bad. It is a bad addiction to. I may not do drugs, but I have a weakness for cats. It's almost uncontrollable. Um, and it sucks because she's a street cat and she's obviously not very old because she's very small. And if I had to guess, she, is just a year old at most. And because no one here spays and neuters their animals, they just let them run around and there's strays everywhere. There's no animal control like in the United States. I was talking to somebody about this like in Indonesia. They have the same problem in Indonesia where cats and dogs just roam around, and so there's no animal control, and so there's just 50 tomcats running around, and just somebody got her like probably the first time she came in heat, and because they'll start coming in heat when they're like 4 or 5 months old, and so if I had to guess, she's a year old at most. She looks like a very young cat, and obviously just had a litter. And the worst part about it is like I can't like even if I do claim the cat as ours, like you can't deworm and vaccinate and all this other stuff while she's actively nursing. And the other problem is that cats can come in heat again within like a month after they've had their first litter. So she can be still nursing or just weaning, and she might come in heat again. And it's like, do I take the time? This is the debate I had with Chris last night. Do I take the like? Do I actually claim this cat? Do I claim her? Because Chris and I want a cat, but we wanted to have a kitten. So these are the debates we're having. We know where her kittens are. Yes. Um, okay, Sparrow, you just said what Chris suggested last night. Chris went snooping. So our backyard ends, and then there's like a forest section, which is the property of the next house over. That's their backyard, but it's all forested. And that house, as far as we can tell, it's abandoned. Chris went around to the front side of it yesterday morning. All the windows are busted out. And as far as she can tell, the house has been abandoned. There used to be an old lady that lived there Nobody appears to be there anymore. And we've seen her now. Every time she comes and gets food from us, when she's finished eating, she goes up into the forest, goes off to the side, goes pee or poop in the forest, and then goes up to that building and jumps up into the window on the second story and goes inside. So we're 99% sure her babies are inside that building. And so Chris was like, "Well, nobody's appears to be living there. I should just sneak into the property, sneak onto the property, and see if I can get into the house." So that's one debate that's been had. Is Chris is like, "I'll just, and if anybody sees me, I'll just say, oh, this cat, and be honest about it, but just say, we're trying to figure out where this cat had her babies." The other is, if we don't just go grab one of the babies, do we adopt the mother? And if we adopt the mother as our cat, even though she's not our cat, but just a stray that would become our stray that comes by all the time, do I then take the time to spay, vaccinate, and deworm a stray that's not going to be living with us, but it's just going to be coming and passing by once a day, twice a day? These are all the decisions. Like we had like a 3-hour debate about this last night. Because Chris wants a kitten, I want a kitten, but at the same time, she's a really cute cat, and she's obviously comfortable here now. But she's obviously been beaten, because when she was yesterday when we were feeding her and everything else, she's just so hungry that she's when we're giving her food, so that she's very happy about all that. But like at one point in time, she knows what the back of a hand is, because if you put your hand like this, like you're gonna go pet her, she responds like any cat would, oh, you're gonna pet me, yay. But if you flip your hand and you show her the back of your hand, she cringes and like squints her eyes and like puts her head down. So she's obviously been smacked before. And Chris said it's because, people are in here, a lot of them don't like cats. So if the cat comes around and they're trying to sneak food or something, they'll smack the cat with the back of their hand. And so she's obviously that. And Chris was stepping over the doorstep, and her foot like got close to the cat, and the cat like cringed from Christina's foot. So I'm pretty sure people have kicked her and people have smacked her, because she's afraid of a certain turning of the hand or the foot gesture. But if you go to pet her, she's fine. But she's a pretty little cat. My sister even said on Facebook, she's like, her eyeliner is on point, is what my sister said. Because Chris put a picture up on her Facebook last night. She's a very pretty little cat. So I don't know. It is a debate. We have to go take trash out today, and we have to take it up the hill a little bit to the next street. And that's the street where that house is on. And Chris said she's going to go by there this afternoon and check again, and she might go onto the property and see. I told her, you need to do that, because I can't do it, because I will be suspicious as fuck as a bearded white dude sneaking through the forest onto an abandoned property. But I was like, Chris, she's Mexican. Nobody's going to notice if she does it. So, but that's where she's got her babies. Because every time we've fed her 3 times now, and every time she finishes eating, she goes poop and pee and then jumps into that building on the second story. So, Chris said the other reality is that she might just end up bringing her kittens here as they get bigger, and she's weaning them because she knows this is a guaranteed food source. So she might end up bringing her cats here. We'll see. The thing is, we weren't ready for animals yet, because we didn't want to deal with animals until we finished all the remodeling. And then I would rather have a kitten and a puppy at the same time, so that they're growing up together, so that they're not scared of the other animal. Because there's nothing more annoying to me than dogs who hate cats and cats who are scared of dogs or hate dogs just because no one's ever trained their animals. And so you've got dogs that always bark at cats, and cats who always are like, meh, because if they're raised together, they have no problems with each other. It's only when people have never trained them and raised them together that they have this fear and hate of the other. Yes, that's the other issue. You're not wrong. If you wait too long, they might be feral. So, ooh, Liam just put up a. I'm gonna have to watch this today. Liam just got a Princess of Mars review up. Sparrow, don't listen to my brother. I just read what he posted in Discord. So yeah, we'll be figuring something out this week. I would feel bad for robbing a kitten, but at the same time, giving it a better life. And if she, and also we would have, excuse me, we would have to hide it, because if she finds out that we've taken one of her kittens, she's gonna want to take it back. So we would have to hide it in the house. And the other thing too is if she does end up bringing her whole brood down here, because then I'm taking care of a litter of kittens or a whole pack of cats. I'm not ready for that type of commitment. Sorry. The other thing here, though, is the other issue is that because the house is open, by the way, I've been recording a bunch of videos to document our house purchase and the renovation and everything, and so eventually I'll show it to everybody. I don't want to show it to people until we've actually done work to it so people can see that we turned it from what it is into what it will be. It's rough right now, and some people will be way too judgmental about where I live, and I hate that. So, but I am documenting the process, and the house is very open. So one of the problems with having any sort of animal that can climb is that even though the backyard is fenced off and everything else, a cat can get out no matter what. So there's no realistic way for me to have a domesticated cat that's only going to stay in the house. There's just no way. It's going to end up going wherever, because we can't keep the house shut, because we're not going to air condition the whole house is what it comes down to. We're going to air condition the office, but we're not going to air condition the rest of the house. And so we're going to have, windows open and doors open constantly and screens and everything, but cats climb screens and chew through screens, and we'll see. I've killed 3 mosquitoes this morning. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, here's Broger. This may be the part that I want to record. Yeah, let's record this section. Take this pickaxe and clear some of the rubble from the gate, friend. Sure thing. Good work, my friend. I will say a few words, and then we will enter the mountains. My friend and kinsman, we have dreamed of the great halls of Khazad-dûm for many long years. Tonight, they will be ours again. Alanroth, what is it? Is something wrong? I don't know. Is something wrong? You say you saw something stir in the water. What was it?
I don't see anything. Are you sure you didn't imagine it? Stay on your guard, my good dwarves. Do you see anything? I see nothing, Lord Palsy. The water looks so still. I guess it was nothing. Let us into the mines. Rejoice, dwarfs of my company. Khazad doom awaits. Ah! Bosun, my son. Browan, sorry, not Bosun. Ah! Eleniroth, get back to the outpost. Bring help. Follow me, Eleniroth. We must return to the outpost. Run away. Watch her in the water. See ya, dwarf. I think we made it safely away. But on a side note, Sparrow, the lady who used to own it, we're pretty sure she passed away because Chris can remember her when she was younger, when her mom first bought this place. And her sister and her used to hang outside, and her mom would talk to the lady and stuff, but it was years ago, and the lady was old even then, so we're pretty sure that that lady passed away, and the house has apparently been abandoned since then, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to find anybody that has a key. Alright, so we have to retreat. And now we have to forge our legendary weapon.
How can we hope to stand against that monster?
Survivor's armor.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Alright. About to get our guardian weapon. And off to Rivendell we will go. And then I will need to take a bio.
What do you need?
I'm probably going to take the sword. That looks like He-Man's sword. What does the spear look like? No, I'm definitely going to go with the... What about the axe? Nah.
Come and stay a moment.
Alright. Well, we definitely got the sword, but we're going to have to get this unlocked and... etc. If I remember correctly, I can bind here.
I don't want to bind here though. I want to keep it back at Rivendell. All right, I am gonna go bio. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, second coffee. I've already had 2 cups. I don't need any more. Talk to the Thalion. Oh, pretty sure my Monday Musings episode is out. Let me go promote that for the moment. I forgot all about that. Monday Musings 57. Excuse me. Twitter, Facebook. Get it out in all the places. I do have the map up only because I didn't want to put the map up because I don't want to use the tripods, Sparrow. But if you could see, I'll show you here in a second. I'll show you why I have the map up, even though I don't want to have the map up. So here's the short answer to that. The electrician that we called that came here on Wednesday, who gave us a quote, said he was going to give us a quote, and that he was going to come here and do the work on Sunday. He never called and gave us a quote, and he never showed up on Sunday. And Chris called and left messages and even sent him WhatsApp messages. And you can see when someone has received and seen the messages, and he has definitely seen and received the messages, and he has just chosen not to get back in touch with us. So, I did not get the house rewired over the weekend like I thought, and I don't have air conditioning. And who knows, like Chris has another electrician, an electrician on the side is what he is, who has said that he was also available. And so Chris is going to call him today and see if he can get out here. So I say all of this because I thought I was going to have the house rewired and everything else ready for this upcoming weekend. And so I was waiting because this is not, I don't want the map back here. I don't want to use the tripods. What I want to do is have my desk down over there, and I want to put the map on the wall back there. And then I'll just have the map on the wall, and then I'll be able to have behind me, you'll be able to see the map, a sofa bed, the bookshelf, and have it be a little nicer. But I can't do any of that until we get the rewiring done and the air conditioner installed, because they'll have to come in here and drill holes in the wall and make a big mess on that side of the room. So here's why I'm gonna bring this up. It's very strategic. I literally am not. If I'm sitting at my desk, this would be sitting at my desk. I'm not sitting at my desk. I'm sitting catty corner because of reasons. I'm gonna move my webcam for a second. So there's Chris. Say hi, Chris. So there's like, you can see, like, I've got the tripod strategically, the 2 tripods are strategically located behind me. That wall right there is where I want to put the map. But I can't do that until they install the air conditioner on that wall. And then there's this window I got to tap off. And I've got these 2 desks. There's 3 desks here. There's my desk, the middle desk, and the third desk. And that third desk over there with that cardboard boxes is where I want my monitor and everything set up so that I'm facing that back wall. That's not happening at the moment. And because I don't want people to see this, hang on. By the way, I also don't want to move down there until they've installed the air conditioner and stuff, because that's going to be tons of dust drilling into the block wall and all this other stuff. So I'm set up on the far corner, which is where Chris's desk is eventually going to be, because Chris doesn't use her webcam that often. So she's going to be here where the door's behind her, and I'm going to be over there. I can't do any of that until the business shit gets done and we get wired. So in the meantime, I just figured out how to position my monitor and my webcam so that I've got at least this behind me, so it looks a little bit more professional and people aren't seeing all of the shit. Yes. So I'm literally, now that you've seen behind the curtain, I'm in a little cubby where I'm working and streaming, and it looks pretty, but don't be deceived. You've seen the illusion now. The magic's been spoiled. And you can see that moving behind me, because I keep that fan on 24/7. Like, it rained again last night, but it's gonna get hot again today. I think it's gonna be 90 today. But I'm sticky, like it's humid, but it's not. It's 75 degrees right now. So it won't be hot until about noon is when it gets up to about 85. But I don't feel it in this room until about 2 o'clock. But about 2 o'clock, because everything's shaded and everything else, so we got plenty of shade. But it's still, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, when it starts getting up to like 90 degrees outside, it gets hot in here. I worked in here on Friday because I had internet for that was the first day I had internet, so I just sat here because I had to get a bunch of work done because I'd been offline for a week. And I sat here and I worked until 7 o'clock, and I just sat here. Nobody saw me, but, I had no shirt on, and I was just, like, sitting here in boxer shorts with no shirt and a bandana on, just, like, drenched, working. There's nothing you could do at this point. It's just, like, suffer through and wait until the AC gets installed. Yes, Sparrow. That's what maps are for. People don't need to see that stuff. But again, I keep telling people, like, it might sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. It's a paid for house, so no mortgage, no rent. Our bills are now down. We won't have a final tally until after we've been here for a couple of months and we've, double checked all the numbers. But we're pretty sure that our total expenses here are going to be down around $500-600 a month for everything. So, and we won't have a tally. Like I said, I won't have a tally for that until we've actually finished everything. But that's everything, because we have no rent, we have no mortgage. So all we have is light, electric bill, internet bill, water bill, gas bill, and groceries and healthcare. So those are the 6 things that we have to take care of. And if we have a cat, then we have cat food. But I don't do cat food. It'll eat what we eat. It is a blessing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, taking our bills and dropping them down to $500-600 a month, I'm not gonna bitch about sweating a little bit, in the afternoons and evenings, because it is uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable from about 2 o'clock in the afternoon until about 11 o'clock at night. There's a good 8-9 hour window there where it is uncomfortable, and you're just gonna sweat. You're just gonna sweat. Just deal with it. Get a fan. Shut up. Stop whining about it. And that'll be like that until I get the AC installed. But like I said, when the fact that I was able to, pay for a place in cash and drop our bills down to that means that, we're essentially set, assuming, knock on wood, that there's no natural disasters that happen or anything like that. That is a financial place that most people can only dream of, if that makes sense. But it's also, it's not, and I'll show the videos eventually. Like, I did a 10-minute video yesterday just documenting the property in the state that it's in. to show my brother, and then that's stuff that I will be eventually showing here on YouTube as we renovate different parts of the house. I'll be able to go back and say, okay, this is what it looked like before. This is what we did. Like yesterday morning, for example, it was cool because it rained all last night. So I spent yesterday morning after the stream yesterday. I was out in the backyard and just spent like 2 hours with Chris, and we were just cleaning up trash and raking everything because the people who had lived here before had like burned trash in the backyard. It's a thing here. People burn their trash. It's annoying. It is what it is. So we had to go. There was 3 different places they had burned trash, and in those trash piles they just throw everything. And so there was like springs and like an old generator from, I don't know, like a television or something. There was like 2 kickstands for motorcycles, a bunch of bicycle spokes from wheels, just like a bunch of metal trash that didn't burn. So we had to clean all that up, and then raked up all the leaves and moved a bunch of rocks, kind of mapped out where we want the garden, where we're going to plant the other trees. I think we already have a lemon tree, a lime tree. Sorry, it's a lime tree. So limes. That's already planted, and it should have fruit this year. But we have room for 5 more trees, and then the garden. So we're gonna put a guava tree. I think it's called guava in English. Guava, like the fruit. A guava tree. The other one is mamey, which I think in the U.S. is known as zapote. It's another fruit. If you've never eaten zapote or mamey, it looks like a giant, like especially if you open it, it's like a giant avocado, but it's not green. It's brown on the outside, but when you open it up, it's like a dark orange inside, dark to a bright orange depending on its maturity. But when it's ripe, when it's mature, it tastes like this this like chocolatey, cinnamony flesh of the fruit. And I'm telling you, if you drop some of that into a blender with like almond milk and some chocolate protein powder, oh my God, it is like the best morning smoothie you're ever gonna have. And it's so much fiber. Like if Chris eats more than a few spoonfuls, yeah, it's guaranteed you're in the bathroom the next morning. But it's really high in fiber. It's really good for you. So we're gonna put a guava tree, a mamey tree. She wants a papaya tree, and I think we're gonna put a banana tree, like a las plantains, the big ones, the machos we call them here, los plátanos machos, but plantains I think is what you call them in the United States. So that was yesterday morning for 2 hours, was cleaning the backyard up and mapping out where we're gonna put the garden and everything. But I gotta get, there's a lot of work that has to be done. Yeah, so sorry I'm getting sidetracked and not playing the game.
The shadow upon my heart.
But I like talking, so. All right.
Graze the shadow upon my heart.
What am I supposed to do here?
Graze the shadow upon my heart.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point, Sparrow. I hadn't thought about that. Because theoretically we only have space for 5 trees. Because we got to give them enough space between so that they can grow and have plenty of space. But we also don't want them too close to the house, because what I don't want is tree roots coming into the house and like pushing up the floor and other stuff. So we've got to be conscious about all that kind of stuff. Might and vitality. Agility, vitality. I think it's going to be might and vitality. Physical mastery. 61 might, 47 vitality. It'll probably be that one because I want more hit points. Might, vitality. I think it's this one, the ox.
Will you lend me your ear?
Greetings, traveler!
Oh, we can give it a name. Biter.
Graze the shadow upon my heart.
Alright, now we can slot these things. Are you asking what level you can get that weapon, Sparrow? You're almost there, Sparrow. Level 45. It's technically level 50 content. So this is if I dropped a link in Discord earlier for Maduro's Sparrow, but if you check this out, book 1, I'm gonna go double check it again real quick. It's in the LOTRO channel. It's the Epic Book Quests, or the Epic Quest for LOTRO. It's Volume 2, Book 1. You're doing outside the walls of Moria, and you get a legendary weapon. It's level 50 content, but you can do it at level 45. And it gets you a legendary weapon, and the legendary weapon can start leveling up with you. So what a lot of people do is they'll go do that book quest and then continue questing in other places. But Moria starts at level 50, so we're about to go into Moria with the mains. So that's why I did the legendary weapon quest this morning. But you also want to do the prologue for Volume 2 because you get to see the Fellowship out of Rivendell, which is a lot of fun. But this is level 45, you can get your weapon. And you don't just get the weapon, you're going to get a weapon and a class item.
What do you need?
Sparrow. So you're a minstrel, so you're going to get a weapon, and I forget what the class slot is for the minstrel. No, I'm not on Arkenstone, Robert. We are on the Laurelin server. So you can do this at level 45, Sparrow. That's the short answer to your question. But I'm actually not going to go into Moria. Well, this quest line's about to drop me in Moria, but I won't.
Reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
I won't.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
I won't be continuing into Moria this morning.
I hope you know what you're doing, friend.
Because I'm saving Moria for the
Dire
group on
is the
Thursday,
creature
Fridays,
called
and
the Watcher in the
Saturdays.
water by the dwarves, an ancient evil called forth by the Dark Lord. Perhaps through
But
the
I wanted to
power
get
of
my
legend,
legendary weapon done
a way can be
because
seen
you get
past the
quests XP for your weapons as you're questing after
The
level
time has come to drive
50
forth the orcs
quests.
from our kingdom.
Oh, I gotta. Ah! Show yourself, monster! There are too many. Come back, my vengeance is not satisfied.
Perhaps there is still hope.
The dwarves have entered Moria in search of their fortune. We have you to thank for it. Alright, I think I want the helmet. Yes, please. Survivor of the Watcher.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Alright, so here's where I get my second class item. So when you do these quests at Sparrow, you get your weapon, and then you get a class item, which it looks like Bjornings get a carving, Brawlers get a stein, Burglars get tools. Where is the Minstrel? Minstrels get a songbook, and I will get a belt.
And so it was that the Iron Garrison passed the doors of Durin and entered the dark of Moria. But they were not the first to brave the mines, nor will they be the last.
And we get the book version, not the movie version. Gandalf's holding the door, but he feels the fire and flame behind the door, and he has to run. Ah, you gotta love it. Alright, I'm gonna run in real quick just so that I can get my item. Oh, Moria is an amazing expansion, Sparrow. Like, it's so good. Alright, I'm just gonna run in here and grab my item, and then I'm back out again, because I don't want to do any of these quests.
Khazad-dûm awaits!
I want the Guardian Belt, please.
The dwarves will prevail.
And we're going to decline that quest because I actually don't want it at the moment. We're going to equip our belt. And we can put this on the belt item. And then we will open that up. And it can be level... Oh, it's fully enhanced at the moment. Okay. Alright, well, we can't, Alright, very groovy. So now we have a belt, and we have a sword. And now I'm back out to do Eket Eregion quests. Robert, everything was added to the new free content, which is coming in April. Everything up to and including Helm's Deep is included with free-to-play now. Everything. 100% of every zone, every quest pack, every expansion, 100% of everything is now free-to-play up to and including Helm's Deep. But not until April, because those changes aren't happening until April. Then beyond that, VIP subscribers also get Moria. Excuse me, not Moria. Sorry. Hang on, let me rephrase that. VIPs, if you go VIP beyond Helm's Deep, you also get Mordor, and the War of the Three Peaks expansions if you are a VIP subscriber. So, massive, massive amounts of content now. Which is somewhat unfortunate for people who just recently spent, $60. But at the same time, yeah. These are changes that should have happened many, many years ago, and they finally did. But that's because they're finally modernizing their offerings because they're trying to get a whole bunch of new players in because of the Rings of Power show and all the new people that are going to be wanting to play this game. And the cutscenes get so much better, Sparrow, by the way. Like, the cutscenes for Moria and beyond are way better than they were for the base game. Also, you'll probably notice if you were watching, like, during the Watcher at the Wall section, like, they took control of the camera and it started doing, like, camera angles during the cutscene, like, during the storyline moments. Not the animated cutscenes, but in-game cutscenes. And they start doing that a lot more from Moria onwards, where when you're having a moment during a storyline, the camera will pan around and you'll get like these narrative moments where there's 5-10 minutes of narration happening and the camera's changing angles so that you get storyline. It's like watching a movie at that point because you're getting it from different storyline angles. It's really cool. Yes, as long as you have that mentality where you're happy to support the game, then you're fine. Yes, Robert, it's definitely going to bring more people, which is a good thing. Alright, now I can pick up all these quests, and you should notice on some of these...
Melon, will you stay a moment?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Might not share it on
Abide
these
here
ones.
a moment and speak with me.
Some of the quests I was doing earlier have a bonus when you turn in. You're not just getting items
Will you lend me your ear?
and XP for your character, you're also
Might you
getting
spare a moment of your time?
legendary item experience, and that's very important because now that I have two legendary items, I will now start
Mind my
earning
words, traveler.
legendary item experience for
Might
my
you spare a moment of your
weapons.
time?
Okay.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
And I have a boatload of quests now. More than I can track. So we're going to just start with these ones. Oh, I should share this out on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. Enjoy your work day. Try to be as relaxed as you can. Chris. Cassis. Working, she says. I smell. She's cleaning house. That's what she's doing. Alright, that's out on social. So now I need to focus on. Hey, Chris. Chris, Sparrow dicen good morning. She says hi back, Sparrow. Do you want to come say hi, or are you busy? Do you want to come say hi to the stream, or are you busy? Although you have to be careful with the dangerous. Say hi.
Hi, Sparrow. How are you? Frutale, ¿cómo está?
She's happy to be back with her family. It's been nonstop text messages with her sisters. Her sister's been here. We were sitting here and we left the front door open and none of us heard her sister come in. And so we were sitting here. Chris and I were having. I was almost naked because it was so hot. I was just sitting here in my boxers and her sister comes around the corner and scared the living shit out of both of us. And
Yeah,
then
she's happy.
yeah, her sister's happy that she's here. Well, one of the sisters. There's many sisters. There's two other sisters and two brothers. Yeah, today is her. So in Mexico, the quincena, the 15th birthday is very important. Today is the 15th birthday for the youngest.
No, the 15, no, the 16. 16, the 15 was the last year, pero no hicieron nada por COVID. 15 años.
Estrella tiene 16 este año? All right, I'm mistaken. Sorry. She's turning 16 this year. She turned 15 last year, but because nobody did a birthday party for her last year because of COVID, they're thinking about doing something today. So we're waiting to see because she might be coming. If she's coming out here, we gotta go buy meat at the butcher shop. Which is the other cool thing here. Like I don't have to buy meat from the supermarket anymore. Like there's two butcher shops right down the street, and everybody around here has cattle, so I can go get fresh meat from the butcher, right from the meat cutter. There's also a lady who raises chickens right across the street, and so we get fresh chicken, freshly killed chicken, instead of buying it from the supermarket. So that's really cool. So you need to let me know, because if we're doing that, we need to get charcoal and we got to get the beans going. You let me know when you confirm everything, and then I can either stop streaming or put the stream on hold. You're fine. All right, she says bye. Hi and bye. So we might be doing a birthday party today. We're not sure. The good thing is like right now there hasn't been any COVID out here for like the past 6 months, and no one's been traveling. So theoretically we're on our own little bubble. Like people are still taking precautions here, but like I don't feel paranoid about having a few family members over because everyone lives in their own little bubbles here. So we'll see. But anyway, she's turning 16 today. This is the one I was telling you the other day, Sparrow. I can remember when she was. That would have been 2014 when we were here. So that was 8 years ago. So she was 8. She would have been 8 years old. I think I might have said 6 or something. So she would have been 8 when I was taking her to school every day and carrying her bags for her and everything. And now she's 16. So it's like, holy shit. Where is the time gone? So even though I don't have kids, you know, no, she was really happy. So Chris's youngest sister is the one that she's really close with, and she came and met us at the bus station the other day with the niece, the 16-year-old niece who's turning 16 today, and they picked us up from the bus station and brought us to the house the first day we were here, which would have been Tuesday, and then her sister helped bring us tables, and she helped bring she took us running around town because she's got a car, so we were running around town going to all the places, checking prices on refrigerators and air conditioners and all this other stuff. So Chris is very happy to be out here with her family. And I know you know this, Spare, because you haven't seen your family for a while, other than your brother showing up the other day. I haven't seen my brother in 2 years because I can't. It's not that I can't. I'm not flying up to the United States right now. It's chaos. Flights. So Chris is very happy right now. Alright, what am I doing here? Let's go do quests. So at some point, I'll be wrapping up the stream, and I gotta go help Chris, because we're gonna have to cook food if everyone's coming today. Let's do a big circuit here. Doesn't appear that I need Crabane for anything. What about wargs? Nope. Oh, I'm just gonna have to take care of you, aren't I? Well, I shall hold the applause then. Welcome back. Something is over here. I'm not quite sure what it is. One of my quests. A messenger, that's what it is. Come here, buddy. You can stop the message, Eleanoroth. Yes, I can. Alright, that quest is done. Oh, that's definitely down there. Crabane are up there. Plague of lizards. Okay, that's down there. Crawlers? Those are also down there, so. Dun, 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 dun. And I need to get back into exercising because it has been 2 months since I've done anything. But it's also hot as fudge. And technically I'm going to be doing enough of it anyway because I was out like raking the yard for 2 hours yesterday. I was sweating pretty good despite the fact that it was only about 80 degrees. That humidity is brutal. Drink lots of water, ladies and gentlemen. But I'd like to get the garden up. The good thing is that it doesn't really matter when we do it because there's no seasons here. So it's not like you have to do it before the winter gets or something like that. But the hottest months are April and May. So, wait, don't I need something over here? I need lizards, don't I? Yep. Something else around here too. I don't remember what it was. Ooh, I got an eye. Is that a quest drop? Totally is. So see this one right here, Sparrow, as an FYI. Legendary item experience from this quest. There is a rainy season, so I was gonna talk about that here in a second. I'd have to ask Chris. But I mean, it kind of rains all the time, but there is a rainy season, which I think we're getting into. I don't remember. We are getting rain for like 4 days this upcoming week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think. Dunland's Champion. Where did that quest go? Ekid Mirabelle. Oh, that's way over there, which we haven't been to yet. I need lizards and something else. Which is actually something I was already looking at when I got to put the garden in. I got to, because the whole backyard kind of slopes to one direction, so I gotta plan out if I'm gonna try to make the garden level, then I have to plan around that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna follow the natural lay of the land. I don't think I'm gonna do landscaping. I don't think I'm that. Yeah, I don't think I need to do landscaping because we can just follow. It's not a huge deal to have a sloped garden. It'll help with drainage anyway. Ah, it's these ones that I need. Okay, cool. When did they add picture-in-picture on YouTube? I don't know what you're talking about, Maduros. Maybe that's only for iPhone. Call it terracing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get that. If I have to level everything, it's just going to be a nightmare. Whereas if I could just follow the lay of the land, it looks to my naked eye, and I'm a little rusty on that kind of stuff, but it looks like it's a 6 to 8 inch slope from the right corner to the left corner across the width of the backyard. So if I care about it, I'll level it. If I don't care about it, I'm just going to put wood down for the boundary and then just let it do the natural slope, which is probably the easiest solution. Not probably, it's definitely the easiest solution. Let me go check Discord, Maduros, because I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that, Maduros. I'm gonna have to check that out. I am starting to get hungry. Tater? What's tater, precious? Potatoes, eggs, and cheese are the 3 foods that I can eat any mutation of. Not mutation, permutation? Any variation of. That would be a better way to say that. I don't want mutated potatoes. Alright. Still need a few. Alright, I'm done with lizards. Plague of lizards. Untrack. But I still need those crawlers. Looks like I need to go back over here and up. Oh, holy smokes, I've got 5 of these now. I need to... That one, that one. What is this one? Okay, put that there. Nice. Didn't realize I had those. Alright, 2 more crawlers. Then we're done with this area. Okay. Alright, all of these are now northeast. Oh, for those of you who are tuned in, by the way, I forgot to tell you the Monday Musings is out, number 27. I'm herping and derping, sorry about that. So Monday Musings, 57. Hard to believe that I've been doing 57 episodes so far, but it is out on the YouTube. Drop a fine clove of honey. More than likely what's going to happen is as soon as I get to level 50, and finish up with a Region, basically, I'm going to be switching back to play by Lore Master on these morning streams and keeping the Guardian. I needed to get him caught up because I was offline for a few days. So I got to get him caught up for the rest of the group. But once he's caught up to the group for Moria, I'll be playing my Lore Master on the morning streams and getting back to Rohan. So more than likely by tomorrow or the day after, I'll be playing my Lore Master on these morning streams. Tuesday or Wednesday. Might be Wednesday. We need something down in here. What is it? It's a statue. That's cool looking. Oh, I see something in here. Oh, it's Bill the Pony. That's what we have to do here. Come here, woofies. Bill. It says Noble Steed. Bill the Pony. You have found none other than Bill, the loyal little steed of Sam Gamgee. Bill looks like he is in a bit of a tight spot in this warg-infested area. Let's go, Bill.
Alright, where's the next? Turn all of these off so that I don't, Come on, Bill. Get over here. Woot! Completed Enmity of the Wargs 2. Alright, I'm looking for more tracks. I don't know how I accidentally opened up the store. There's a grazing spot right there. Okay, this is the next two are over here somewhere. Yep, there's one right there. Oh wait, I got a new ability. What is this? Return to Bree? Ooh, that's nice. Predators approach. You seem to have made it to the road with Bill, and he has the willpower to leave the gates of Moria behind for now. This is a stout little pony who will get where he needs to go without further nudging from you, but you did well to coax him out of dangerous territory. So we have 1, 2, 3 quests, 4 quests. We'll run up to the town, so I'm in a safe spot and AFK for a moment. Chris hasn't said anything about the kitty coming by yet, but we did see a male cat, a feral male cat in the yard this morning, and I wonder if maybe she's afraid of coming out now because there's a male tomcat roaming around. She'll probably be wanting to protect her babies. We'll see. I will be back in a few minutes, everybody. I need to double check YouTube here first. Oh, that does look nice, Medeiros. Your Bjorning set with your elk. God, I totally need to go do that elk with my high elf. Alright, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that is nice that you don't have to dismount to do all that kind of stuff now. All right, I'm back for the moment. Chris has got some breakfast cooking. Her niece is coming over for birthday, but just her niece. She's going to come over by herself. She's going to take the bus into town, so not going to have a family gathering, but Chris is going to go buy some steak fillet, lomo de vaca, and I'm going to grill up some steak today. And we're going to have what we call frijoles charros, which is where you're going to put black beans in a big pot with all your chilies and onions and everything else, and you put it out over the campfire and you cook it on the campfire. Because we have everybody has those in the backyard here. It's built out of block. I showed it in yesterday's YouTube short, but yeah, we're going to cook everything outside now because we have an outdoor grill area. And we cook it with wood fire. Oak wood. Alright, so I'll probably take another AFK here in a few minutes to get some food, but right now we're going to run and do some quests. We need these, don't we? Yep. And we're basically working our way in this direction. Yeah, and at some point today, I've got to work on Chapter 15, because that's getting published on Thursday, and I've got to add more backgrounds to the source book. I think I'm done with maps and everything else, so it's just as I think of more things to add. Misty Mountains. I like the Misty Mountains. You could do a Region at 45. I wouldn't want to come here before 45 though, but Misty Mountains for sure. 40 to 45 is Misty Mountains. It's either Misty Mountains or Angmar, and I hate Angmar, so. Oh yeah, Chapter 15. I shared a snippet last night. You saw Sparrow. We're getting Alfia again. She's doing some naughty stuff. At least the first half of the chapter is Alfia, and then the second half of the chapter is well, we're not going to spoil that. You'll see. This must be half-orcs. Yep, and banners. Okay.
Had to take some Flonase this morning. My nose is a little stuffy today for some reason. Still getting used to the new climate, humidity and everything else. Although I might not get a lot of writing today. It depends on what time the niece comes over. Because she'll probably be here most of the day. But Chris and her will want to go do stuff together, so... Probably end up cooking a big lunch for everybody, and then they may go off and do stuff in town. In which case, I will see what time it is, and if it's hot, if I want to nap, all those good things. But I recorded a boatload of YouTube videos yesterday. I think I did like 5 videos in total. There's 2 videos a day coming out until Thursday, and then I'll do more stuff for like Friday, Saturday. And at the very least, for the moment, I'm streaming every morning. But once I get AC installed, I'll start streaming at nights too. But that's going to be dependent on weather here at the moment, because it's just, I don't know if I could. I might do it one night just to see if I'm man enough to do it. But sitting here in a 95 degree room with no air conditioning, streaming, that's, I might not be man enough for that. Otherwise, I just go sit in the fan and with my Kindle, and I just read when it's that hot. What is this quest? A Fool's Hope. Is that going to be back in here? It might be. Ride boldly ride, the sage replied, and search for El Dorado. That reminds me of something that I used to do when I was younger, in the days before the internet. You know, would go memorize passages from things. I memorized at one point, I memorized the entirety of Hamlet when I was 14 or 15. I memorized all of Hamlet. And it was just something I was obsessed with, being I was the book nerd of my school. And so I was obsessed with being the best book nerd possible, so I would go memorize stuff that no one else had read so that I could quote things, and no one would have a clue what I was quoting except for like the English teacher. And then, I would get the approval of my English teacher for being the well-read student. But the Hamlet was I remember that being a lot of fun.
I don't know if I could do that at, it's been so long since I've done a memorization of that level. But that's the cool thing about if you look at, good actors, who can memorize these entire scripts. I think that's something so cool when you can commit that level of, that magnitude of text, that volume of text into memory is such a cool feature, I think. But it got me thinking about, like, if you've ever watched any like the old westerns and movies like that, they always talk about like these guys who were on the road, and they knew Latin and had memorized these huge, like all of Homer and all this other stuff. And when people had nothing else to do with their time other than read in their spare time, people were maybe not book smart, but had were definitely educated and well read. I think I'm okay with most stuff. I maybe that's something I do as a personal challenge. Might be kind of fun to re-memorize Hamlet again. Just as a personal challenge. Redhorn goat meat. Looks like it was skinned and cleaned by a skilled hand. Looks like I just need half orcs. I need 14 half orcs in here. Oh, those guys didn't count. Oh, really? You guys are all going to play the whole ranged game? Are you saying something to me, Chris? Oh, Chris is saying breakfast is ready. All right, un momento. All right. I should be able to run back and do a turn in, and then I gotta eat my breakfast. You'll never catch me. Plus, I got tons of harvestables now. Oh, there's 2 nodes. I gotta get them. And they're both rich? Oh, very nice. This is good because I needed to make my next set of armor. Which I'm not going to worry about until I get to, I think it's 52. Nice, Sparrow. Yeah, there's tons of quests in the Misty Mountains. That'll definitely get you to 45. Once you get to 45, you can come down to Region, which is where I'm questing right now.
Stay a moment. What do you need?
Oh, those shoulder pads are pretty cool looking.
What do you need? Mind my words, traveler.
I'm just doing some quick turn-ins here because then I need to go eat before Chris throws something at me for taking too long.
A shadow is on my spirit. My heart cannot sing today. Hail, friend, and well met.
So
How
many
can I be of service?
quests.
Stay a moment.
Ding 49.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm. If
All
we are
right.
to find Mithra in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal
Oop.
with the orcs.
There's another quest here somewhere. This lady right here. There we go.
Megavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Okay, it should be all the quests. Nope, there's this one. Yep, that's all of them. Alright, I got AFK. Time for food.
All right, folks, I'm actually going to wrap it up here. Our niece is coming over sooner than I thought. She's going to come over here soon. So Chris and I got to go buy some steak so we can start getting meat marinated for lunch. We got to get the beans prepped, which means we got to go to the supermarket. Not the supermarket, but the local fruit market. So I'm going to go eat my breakfast, and then we got to do a shopping run. So thanks for hanging out this morning, everybody. I will be back again tomorrow morning, same time, same place. 11 this morning. I've got the next. My brain's not working because I'm on daylight savings time now, and I got to switch the hours over. Anyway, another angry bearded white dude rants video today at 11 a.m. Central. We're gonna be talking about the desecration of the Wheel of Time with Amazon Studios show, and then follow-up video is gonna be on Wednesday, talking about the ridiculousness of the prequel movies that they're planning for the Wheel of Time, and they're going to be going and doing movies on the Age of Legends. It's just ridiculous, the levels of exploitation around these IPs. I also need a haircut. So yeah, stick around, follow all that good stuff. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can pick up a membership here, or you can, better yet, head on over to the Patreon page. Get a lot of cool perks for your subscription, including book chapters, access to all sorts of concept art, good stuff like that. Chapter 15 is out on Thursday. You can also pre-order our point and click game as well as our tabletop stuff. Join our Discord. Links are down below. I think that's all the stuff I need to say this morning. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Don't forget, I'll be publishing shorts and stuff and more stuff in Discord, so hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks for hanging out this morning, everybody. Have a good day. You too, Sparrow, everybody else. Peace.